Hello everyone, my name is Eva and I wanted to share my story, the story of awakening. And you should know that I've been struggling a lot to come here and speak up my mind because I found my mind very messed up recently. I decided to speak from my heart because I believe that's the safest place. That's the safest place to place my consciousness right now. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about integration of the soul. I started by understanding the laws of nature and the laws of mind. And what I saw was the programming, the code, the pattern that governs everything around me. And when I started decoding, I realized that there is much more to this story that I'm able to understand right now. And in order to process it, I have to teach it to people. I began to tell about it to my family, but at some point they just thought that I'm going crazy again. And because of that, I was looking for support in the internet. I created this false connection with the information that I became taking it as a part of myself, my soul. Because of that, I lost my focus and concentration on my body. So today I wanted to tell you how I embody my knowledge into the existence of this reality. I started by asking my body and asking my mind to meet in a place that they can both become the better selves. Because everything has a feminine and masculine energy, and our body is a part of the nature, a part of the earth, while our brain is more like not really brain, but the mind is more like air or more different kind of energy, space and the air. I call it the Ethernet. So when I asked them to meet, they sat in my heart space and they were discussing. At some point I thought I was hearing something external from me, but I realized that this is only a part of myself that I haven't integrated yet into my existence. So I just let them to discuss things, and my conscious and subconscious just try to reveal more of itself. From that space, I started to create a better environment for myself. So I was drawn away from distractions, from the bad food, and started to apply the knowledge of what I can do to heal my body and heal my mind together. I was really drawn to Ayurveda, but then at some point I realized that it's another system which used to work before. It's a beautiful system to explain the laws of nature, but the reality is that we're constantly evolving and we're constantly changing. That's why we need new information and new systems to be able to fully integrate into this reality. And from that space, I realized that there is no such thing as a time. It was just an illusion I used to live, and it's still a huge part of my life, like this seconds, minutes, hours, because I work full-time and I have to be on schedule to perform my best within the obligations that I took on myself. But then I realized that I don't really want to construct this concept of pushing into planning too much. I just felt that I have to withdraw from this time concept and just stay present with myself, with all emotions and with all knowledge, and just observe and try to pick up the puzzle together. So that's what I've been doing recently, and this integration process led me to very hard times, to be honest, because I realized how much shadow lies within me and how much I dislike who I am right now. So I just wanted to tell you that no matter what you're doing on your personal and spiritual level, you should know that it helps collective, it helps me, and it helps you to expand the knowledge and to be your best version at the exact moment. Another thing I can tell you to practice is the conscious awareness of your focus. Where do you put your focus? If it's like on the distractions, if it's on the addictions, if it's on the emotional baggage that you carry with you, like you feel empty, so you fill the space with things that bring you joy. And what I started to do, I was resistant to, first of all, I realized that I'm resistant to many things and I don't want to do them and I don't want to deal with them anymore because they are programs in my mind that are very tangled with each other through the experiences, past experiences of my life. And I decided to just integrate everything together at a certain moment and just bring the lessons into awareness. And that awareness led me to seeing the patterns that I need to still resolve within myself, within my soul, within my universe. Because I cannot create the brighter future if I don't deal with it now. And I advise you to just train your focus to drown more inwards and into your heart space, because this is a place where the action takes place. It's the action of our emotions that are coming from solar plexus, from this bottom of the spine, the very basic survival structures, and the knowledge that we channel or we adapt from the environment, and try to combine both of these forces into one safe space where you know that you cannot be misled into love, because heart is a loving space. And even though if something is bringing your resistance, try to resist on it and ask why you resist. Why is this? Most of the patterns come from unhealed relationship between male and female bodies, embodiments, which comes from like your childhood. And you are a son of your mother, nature, and your father, the brain. And you are the sun, the center of this universe, this planet and galactic place in the Milky Way. There is a lot about to talk within the symbolic ways of understanding, but I just wanted to briefly start expressing myself because I felt like it's the right moment to open up my throat to share. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the teachers out there. And thank you for speaking the truth or finding the truth.